Good Sunday morning, everyone. Well, the time has come. I talked to you guys earlier on my Facebook and on my YouTube account there, letting you know that it's time to pound some metal. Yes, everyone, I'm going to make a knife out of a railroad spike. I was inspired by Carl the Madman. A lot of you guys may know him. And if you don't, I'm going to put a link down below to his new channel. It's all about his daily vlogs. And he was awesome at making all sorts of knives we were treated to last season. So I was inspired, and I'm going to try to make a knife. So this is hopefully an end product. So you can see how cool these knives can be. And what are we starting with? Well, a good old-fashioned railroad spike. So pick these up at a I don't know, just like a flea market or something like that by the side of the highway. Get these places like that. And what we're going to do is we're going to heat up the metal to a point where we can actually mold it into the shape that we want. Now, some people are extremely talented at this, like my good friend there, Carl, and others online and not online. I mean, I've seen some people that have done some pretty crazy, twists in the handles and make a ram's head at the end of the handle, and that's insane. I don't know if I'll be that detailed with it, but I'm going to give it a try to make my knife pretty interesting. So I hope you enjoy this series. Today, let me introduce you to my setup. Well, here's the forge. It is a little homemade effort, not my effort, but what it is, you see this steel frame here, and then it's an old kitchen sink. So it's an old metal kitchen sink that was cut down, so it's a little bit shallower. And you can see I've put in some chunk charcoal, and a little bit of tinder to start things up. Where the drain to the sink is, attached to this area is a hose that goes to a bathroom fan. And this bathroom fan is going to blow air into the bowl here, and that's going to make our fire really, really hot. And you can see the kitchen sink is lined with plaster of Paris to insulate it a bit. Other things that I have are leather gloves, obviously the railroad spike, a couple of hammers there to draw out the metal, and of course the most important thing, an anvil. And I've got these little pliers here to sort of grab onto the metal so that I obviously don't want to touch it with my hand. And importantly, I've got the hose hooked up to put the fire out should things get out of control. I'm just going to put the coals around it now, and then I'm going to turn on the fan. So before you start your knife making endeavors, you should have a general idea of the kind of knife you want to make. I want to make mine kind of decorative. I like to put a twist in the handle, and I like to put a slight drop tip on the front of it, but we'll see if that works out. And then we'll go through the process of, molding the metal to make the shape that we'd like. And then, of course, we're going to have to set the metal or anneal the metal. And then after, we'll grind it down to the way we like it, so it's nice and sharp. It's important to be really safe around a forge. Certainly you can get, fire on your clothes with like sparks and stuff. And also working with hot metal, you can get pieces of metal that will fling off and either flick on your clothes or on your body. So make sure you're well covered. If you have a leather apron, leather gloves, that's really helpful. And certainly eye protection of some sort, and being really, really careful. I wouldn't advise wearing any kind of like plastic type clothing, because if a piece of a spark lands on you or a piece of hot metal, it's more likely to burn to you and stick to your skin. It's getting nice and hot. As you can see here, it's a lot of work. You definitely have to keep hammering away, spreading out the metal, thinning it out so you can make your blade. It's a lot of work on your arms. You're not really used to it, it really hurts. But gets better with time. Next, I'll put this back into the fire, bring it back out to continue the shaping process. Well, as you can see, in just a very short period of time, we're starting to get that knife shape. So nice thick handle and narrow where the blade's gonna be. And geez, you sure do work up a sweat doing this kind of work. Well, I'm gonna have a little bit of a break here and then we'll get right back at it. Well, stay tuned to further episodes to follow how my knife is coming along. Thanks for watching, guys. As always, have a great week. And if you'd like to see more videos like this, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and thumbs up. All right, back to working on the knife.